Like most of you guys, I've always dreamed of He-Man fighting G.I. Joe. And now I can make my very odd and very specific dreams a reality with Toy Soldiers War Chest.
But it was my dream. Are you in my head?
Let's touch heads and see what happens.
Yeah, there we go. Anyway, we're joined by War Chest producer Josh Mash. We have not touched heads yet. You give us an exclusive look, and we have a first look at a new game feature, right, Josh? First of all, welcome to the stage.
Thank you, yeah.
What'd you bring with you?
So we're showing off some new content. We're showing you guys He-Man today. First time we're looking at He-Man running in the game.
Beautiful, man, beautiful. And let's talk about He-Man. When I have the power of Grayskull flowing through my body, am I going to have kind of a definitive action experience with him as opposed to somebody like G.I. Joe, for instance?
Right, so they all play totally different. All these guys have the whole army with them. They've got all the characters, a lot of the characters you like and played with as kids probably are going to come in the game. You can take control of them. Okay,
and touch on He-Man a little bit. What can we experience with him, for instance?
Yeah, so He-Man, so of course, all the heroes come with these vehicles they can call into battle and just get right into it. And of course with He-Man, he comes in with Battle Cat and you can drop in and jump on top of his back.
Awesome, so excited. One massive Battle Cat fan right here.
Now I want to talk to you, Josh, about this. He-Man and G.I. Joe have a vast universe, right? So what are we going to see and what are some specific units, and is Cobra's army in the game?
So we've got some more stuff coming. We haven't talked about all of it yet. We're just He-Man and G.I. Joe, and Duke is the guy that we showed in the trailer. So we've got more stuff coming from those universes, and we've seen a lot of the fans' requests and wishes, and those are the things that we wanted and we played with as kids too.
Right. All right, let me ask you a question that I've been waiting the majority of my child life and most of my adult life to ask another grown man. How do you balance magic versus bullets?
Yeah, it's impossible.
How does that happen?
Much, right?
Yeah, how does that work? How are you guys
question.
balancing this stuff out?
Yeah, well, it's tough, right? Because they all play completely differently, right? So He-Man, obviously, you've got to be slashing through enemies with the sword, whereas, with G.I. Joe, you're shooting lasers, and we've got, fantasy armies throwing dice in the game instead of, as fireballs, they throw a D8. So there's all kinds of crazy different units and attacks and weapons in the game.
Amazing.
And the team at Signal's pulling it off. They're putting it together, and that's all pretty fun.
Awesome.
Now I want to talk to you about, in addition to some of our childhood heroes, I mean, folks have played Toy Soldiers before. What are some of the improvements you've made to the franchise?
Yeah, so the team did a really good job of adding some progression and customization to the game. So now when you start the game, you've got your base units, your base defenses, and your base weapons. And then as you play through the game, you'll unlock new weapons and upgrades for your turrets. You can customize the loadout, what weapons you equip and take into battle. So everyone's experience is a little bit different, and of course when you add co-op in there and you can bring it and play with your friends, it sort of adds up into this really unique setup for everyone.
Just a tad bit better than my living room experiences as a child, I have to say. And let's talk about the graphical power of the Xbox One. Obviously we can see that displayed here, but beyond graphics, what can this new generation of hardware and Xbox Live contribute to the development of this game? How are you able to kind of really leverage the power of those two things?
Yes, we've got bigger maps than we had before. We've got more stuff going on. We have split screen couch co-op so you can play with your friends. We've done a lot online. We've really sort of took a step back and look at what does a multiplayer action strategy game look like? How does that work? And so we've got some cool stuff that we're not showing today, but we're really working on it. The team's doing a good job with it, and we're really excited to get people playing that.
Can you give us some clues of what some of the armories are also going to be?
They literally told me before I walked up here they will haul me off stage if I say anything about it.
What about some other licensed properties? I mean, we've got some great ones in there already. You guys must be really interested in some cool stuff.
Oh,
I mean, this is you listen. You have our childhood in your hands.
Right? Yeah.
No, don't ruin it.
No pressure.
No pressure. Yeah, we had a great list. We all sat down like, okay, let's go pie in the sky. What can we put in the game? And at the top of that list is He-Man and G.I. Joe, and we got those. And we've got a long list of stuff that we're looking at and wanted to get in there. And it's been great watching all the fan theories too, right? Everyone's been posting online and commenting on what they want to see in the game and sort of what they think is coming. And there's some guys who have the right idea, and they're on the right track. We're not saying what it is today, but they're some good things.
So let's remove the company line from the equation. You're not a producer in the game. You are obviously a fan of toys and this genre. What do you hope to see? I'm going to put you on the spot. We're not going to hold you to this if it doesn't happen, but what do you hope to see in this game?
G.I. Joe is my thing, right? And when I was a kid, right, all the toys, I didn't really know what the universes were, or anything. They were just all together, right? They were all on the same team. He-Man and G.I. Joe ran arm in arm fighting bad guys, right? So that's for me is really getting G.I. Joe in there. Those characters and like what I thought they were as kids and like all those battles that I thought were going on when I was playing with them.
Awesome, man. Well, the dream has been realized for you. Big thanks to Josh Mash, everyone, for being here. Thank you so much, man.